I need to cut the grass. Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video. Guys, I got a confession to make. I'm a bit ashamed because I had my place for the Ride London, the 100-mile event that is going to happen tomorrow, Sunday, in Essex. But yes, I decided not to go. The weather is not going to be nice. I lost a bit of momentum, and yeah, I chickened out from the event. Last year it was my first and only time so far. Very nice event on closed roads, but riding for 4 more hours in the rain, I decided, yeah, it's best not to. To compensate for it, I decided to join a even harder route, the failed Hell of the Ashdown route I tried last time with my velo build, where I had mechanical problems and I couldn't finish, and this time I hope to get better and hopefully complete the grueling route. So it's going to be harder and hillier actually than the Ride 100 itself. This time I'm not going to run any experiments. I'm on my Ultimate, yes, the lightweight machine for the hills. I think that's the right tool for the job today. And yes, climbing is going to be the theme of the day. I know I have a structure that is better suited for the flats. I love going fast, but at the same time I always consider climbing the essence of cycling, where you really have to push yourself, and it's the ultimate reward for a nice ride. Yes, to having conquered the climb in your best possible way. Morning.
See you.
Good timing for the appointment today, not late. So white socks and white helmet brief and black jersey, yeah.
Black jersey as well.
And we are off. First mechanical of the day, but nothing serious. Anyway, my strategy for the day while the guys are working is to not push myself hard for now, because it's a very long ride, smooth riding and smooth climbing, because you know you have to really complete the whole route. And yet another part of the strategy is to keep Ed in the front. Yes, in a lazy way for me. Jan has joined as well, another strong rider. Wow, I'll be going at the back. So my strategy for the climb now is to stick in the front small ring straight away without grinding the first part of the climb like I used to do. So it's best to go on a easier gear straight away, at least for me, and keep a good pace for the whole climb. So Ed, you have a specific strategy for the climb? Anything that you look for?
I just try to keep stick it in the gear that you're happy with and keep a rhythm. Yeah. Keep your momentum and then use your gears. I mean, it sounds so obvious, right? But don't grind, spin if you can.
Makes sense.
Today, for the first time in 2 years, I've got a power meter again.
Okay.
But if I'm being honest, it's about feel.
True.
About feel rather than performance or stats. Just looking at power and output after a ride rather than watching it through the ride.
So in a way, some sort of the numbers will justify the feel that you had during the ride.
That's right, and that's exactly right.
Yeah, I'm doing my bit on the front as well. I was lying, I'm not that lazy. What's your strategy on the climbs, Jan?
Oh,
Tell me your secret.
don't go too hard. Keep it zone 3, and then just follow Ed's wheel for the rest of the ride.
And Cram, do you have a master plan for today to survive?
Just start slow and stay slow. No pushing. It's way too much hills. No time to recover. Constant up and down. Just take it easy.
Makes sense. First long climb of the day. Time to put theory in practice. One thing I try to control in my natural approach to cycling, no power meter, no heart rate, is the breathing. Of course, the harder the effort, the quicker you start breathing and you start gasping for air. Like this, trying to maintain a good balance to make sure that I do push myself, but I don't die at the same time. The computers also help a lot in showing what's coming and where the hardest part of the climb is, so they are very, very useful. So about half an hour ago, Ed said 10k to the next cafe stop. This has been the longest 10k I've ever experienced, but you know.
I'm already full.
So I have a confession to make. Yes, the real reason why I'm not doing the Ride 100 is I would have still targeted myself not to stop and do the whole ride in one go. What I really like is the cafe stop, and yes, it's a chance for you to recover, and overall, even if the climb is harder, it makes it easier because you stop, you eat, break the rhythm, and you start again.
I'll see you there.
It's also very interesting to change and alternate, maybe from climbing on a seated position or standing on the pedals. It's good to mix it up, switch the muscle that you are predominantly using. As maybe on a steep section, do a short burst on the pedal will help, and go back on the saddle and keep spinning uphill. I prefer to stay seated most of the time, but when I go on the pedals, I select maybe one or two other gears. I try to switch my way forward, then just let the weight of the body do most of the work. But then when I go back seated, couple clicks and an easier gear to keep the good cadence. Guys, and the thing I am most ashamed of is that Jan here and Ed are pushing all the climbs, and Jan is also going to ride the Ride 100 tomorrow, which is unbelievable. So yeah, well done. Crum is suffering a bit.
Not a bit.
I almost lost the will to film. My God, it's a climb and a fast descent one after the other. So very technical bits and very challenging bits. I have to say, this countryside is unbelievably beautiful. Kent is really green. Are we in Kent?
Yeah.
Yes, Kent is really green, and the scenery is really fantastic. Yeah, well worth the pain. 120 kilometers in, every climb is getting harder and harder on the legs, and it's really now time to dose the energy, because yes, we need to go back to London. I need to really gauge my effort quite carefully. The Wahoo is showing another climb to do. It's a hell of a ride, and yeah, let me concentrate on going uphill and not stop. Coffee stop at 129 kilometers, 130, so it's much needed. Getting a bit tired, yes. This survival mode actually worked quite well. I got still some energy left, I hope, and yeah, the stops really help in maintaining freshness on the legs. Yeah, some more climbing coming. Anyway. Now I am officially getting dropped. I'm not trying to really smash the climbs, but I can't either, so all good.
It's because you've got 25 years on us, Fed.
That could be the case, yeah, that's my excuse for today. I think Crum as well played really well the energy game, and is now on a second life. Well done. 154 kilometers in. Guys, I confess I'm struggling. It's almost about survival and turning the pedals rather than pushing hard. Yes. And we are back in town in my familiar environment because yes, you know, I'm a commuter at heart, so I feel almost at home in the city traffic, maybe more than the steep hills in the countryside. Well done, guys.
Well done you.
Oh man, these guys are super strong. Yeah, maybe last climb of the day, going up Crystal Palace. Yeah, and then maybe a good reward after that. Maybe a pizza, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well done, Jan. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Are we Salt Lake?
Yes, now. Well done, Cram. Against the rules, but guys, thanks for the great ride. I only managed to take a picture of half of a pizza because I was so hungry. 80 kilometers. Yeah, it was a great ride.
See you to the next video.
Okay,
Ciao.
so I'm very happy that today everything worked really well. Still with some energy left, without cramps. I think I got the answer why. You might say it's all about the training, it's never about the bike. But this time it is about the bike. Not because you might think this bike is lighter, but because this bike fits me perfectly. And that is the key. So last year I rode the Ride London with the Velo Build 58 XL size, and maybe it wasn't the perfect size for me. I ended up with cramps. That's why I changed that to the 56 size large that fits me much better. And this Canyon is almost molded to my body. I reached the perfect position, and that's the key. So you have to have a bike where you can push hard. The whole muscle will get fatigued, so you're not going to concentrate the strain on a specific set of muscles, so everything is evenly distributed. That's the reason why you can go longer and harder in this type of climbs. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think of it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you to the next video. Ciao!